Hey, flawless man. So we are back with another video, and today we're just going to be talking. I'm just going to talk from the heart about a few topics on why you should get these things done, because you are a human, and the same way a woman can get a disease is the same way a man can get a disease. And I've personally talked to my male friends, and they would tell me things like, oh, I don't need to check on that, I'm a man. That is so untrue. So we have a list of about, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 12 things. And I want to just kind of like briefly go through them, give you a little bit of wisdom about them. As always, do your extended research, learn about your body, learn about these different things in general so you can know what it is that you do require. Men do have like more strength than women. Your skin is 10 times thicker than ours. So you do have like what we have, you have like 10 times of that. So that's why I say do your extended research so you can know exactly what it is that you need. Okay, so let's get started with number one. Hair. Men have hair, you have scalps. So you can get dry scalps, you can have bald spots. Men go bald after a while. I do have some information on that. We'll talk about that in a later video on why baldness happen. I think there's like 3 different types of baldness. So you are required as well to wash your hair. I'm gonna say this: when men go and get their hair cut, to me it'd be like, oh my god, like why you won't wash your hair afterwards? Because it be the little hairs left just on the neck, on your ears. I want to say this: after you get your hair cut, please just wash your hair, because that is another form of maintenance to being clean. I know they touch you up with the alcohol. I don't feel like that's good enough. I don't, I ain't speaking for all barbers, but I don't know if a lot of people is changing out the clippers and all of that stuff. So just make sure after you get your hair cut that you wash your hair. I just learned that washing your hair is your personal preference. You can wash your hair once a week. You can wash your hair twice a week, once every 2 weeks. Some people can wash it once every month. That's just your personal preference. It depends on if you have an oily scalp, if you have a dry scalp. We'll come back in a later video and talk about some different things that you can do to, if you do have an oily scalp or if you do have a dry scalp. But as a man, it is important to wash your hair as well, because your hair can fall out. You can get, other type of hair things like lice and different things like that. Your hair does grow, so you can have split ends as well, which is damaging your hair from growing. Even if you like to keep a fade, your hair still needs to be clean. Your scalp still needs to be clean. Let's talk about your skin. So in general, when you wash up and you use a towel is like a mild exfoliant. So the towel, like how the towel is created, when you wash up, it opens up your pores. So you are cleaning yourself. But men, let's take a little bit more care of your skin. Not just putting lotion on your hands if you're ashy, but putting lotion on your whole body. Some men don't like loose stuff like lotion. I know a lot of men that like harder things like coconut butter and different things like that. So make sure that your skin is moisturized. It's not just your hands and your knuckles. You are a man, and a man has 10 times thicker skin than a woman. So when your skin is super dry like that, it's irritated. There's too much friction. You don't have that barrier of protection when you go out in the sun, when you're working all day with your hands. Be sure to take care of your skin. Your skin matters. I know a lot of times I'll be looking at men like, dang, their skin is perfect. It look like men don't really get acne like that and stuff like that. Do not think because you're a man and you don't see a problem that there's not a problem. If you don't have no problems, you don't have no problems. But there is just basic things that you are required to do just to make sure that you have good hygiene and good maintenance. Take care of your skin. However that is, how you do that. I don't know if men like to take bath or not, but whatever. Just make sure that you're getting that deep clean as well, because you deserve that. The same way how we can get a skin disease or our skin can get messed up, it's the same thing that applies for a man. Make sure you're taking extra measures to take care of your skin. Make sure you have flawless skin. Make sure your skin is moisturized. Men need 10 times the moisture. Your nails. Make sure your nails are clean. That's when you even just washing your hand. This is something I like to do. I always did this when I wash my hands. Like, I'll take my thumbs and I'll go in, and because when you have this, is something that I learned. I don't know if this is me or if this happened to other people. I wear a clear coat. I wear the calcium top base. And I know men don't like that. And some men don't like that. They think it's mature. They think it's this, is that. Not mature. They think it's immature. They think it's this, is that, or they never been introduced to it. Men, you have to take care of your nails as well. At your fingertips, you have your veins, and you have different things in your fingertips that is supposed to protect your hands. So what you want to do is make sure your nails are good. Make sure your nails are clean. You have like nerve endings in your fingers. If you like your nails long, you like your nails long. When you have, like with the top coats, when you go get the manicure, or if your woman is doing a manicure, get you a top coat. What the top coat does is it's a barrier. So our skin needs a barrier. That way we don't damage things. So like a sunscreen protects you, lotions protect you, different things protect us like a barrier. Even calluses protect you. Calluses is a natural barrier. So when we have so much friction going on, we're using our hands or we're walking around all day long and we begin to get callus, man, it's not okay to have the callus. Be sure to check out that video about the softest hands and the softest feet on earth. I know probably hands and feet is the last thing that a man would think about. It's the first thing you should think about. Because in our hands and our feet, that goes for a man and a woman. When you learn about the human anatomy, you will learn that in your hands and your feet, these are the most powerful parts of your bodies. So with your hands and your feet, they control your internal organs. You have different sections of your hand that control your heart, your kidneys, your brain, your organs by your hands and your feet. Calluses begin to come onto your hands and your feet as protection. So when your hands are really dry, your feet is really dry, you're always walking with socks on, just not taking care of it in general, what happens is the callus pop up. Callus is just skin that just naturally grows. But after so long of it being there, callus can get infected. Callus can cause pain, and it could even be surgically removed if it gets to that far. So it's okay to have them, but I recommend just to make sure that your hands is always good. Like I said, I'll leave those videos down below, the hand maintenance video, so you can begin to do that as well. Just because you're a man and you got big hands, that don't mean that they're not supposed to be taken care of. You can literally massage parts of your hands and reset your mind, like almost like going on fasting, like the different parts of your hands and body, it will bring you peace. That's something to learn about. So when you have the top coat, that protects your nails. Another thing, do not cut your cuticles. I know this more of like for women when we get our nails done. We like to get our cuticles cut because it make that nail look perfect. If you're a man and you're going to get your manicure, or your woman is doing your manicure or pedicure, don't let her cut your cuticles. Your cuticles protect your fingers from getting any infection. We use our hands the most. So when you cut the cuticle, then now you're more prone to infecting your fingernail. Keep the cuticle how it is. Like I said, for women, we like it to be lined up and stuff like that. Don't let nobody cut your cuticle. Period. Sometimes the cuticle can like grow over the nail. What I like to do is just file it a little bit, but I don't like to cut them up like that. Do not cut them up like that. They are there to protect your fingers from getting infected. If you like short fingernails, keep them clean. You like long fingernails, keep them clean. It is wise to file down the fingernails as well so they can grow, so you can get that fresh fingernail. I know men's like your estrogen and testosterone is 10 times thicker than ours, so your fingernails are going to be firmer and harder by default. That still don't mean you don't need to take care of them. I like to wash my nails. I take my thumb and I'll just like go through the nail with the thumb, and that's how I clean the dirt out of my fingers. When you have dirt in your fingernails, that can cause infection as well. It's nothing but bacteria, whatever dirt. You have to clean your fingernails. And I'm just saying this to y'all, man, since we be being real on this channel. Again, when you're with a woman that is so unattractive, whether she like you like that or not, She probably not gonna tell you because she only here for, the 2 hours that she there for or whatever. But it is still unattractive because it'll make a woman, girl, this is dirty. Like, we don't like that. You're trying to touch on us and kiss on and all this other stuff, and it's just like, but your fingernails are dirty. When you come in contact with a woman, you'll easily infect that woman, especially depending on what parts of the body that you're touching. You can instantly give that woman a yeast infection or any type of anything. Make sure your fingers is clean before you touch on anybody or even yourself. I recommend just to be touching on your girl, your wife, but like I said, we grown here, so just make sure your fingernails is clean. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to make your partner feel better. Don't think that this stuff is just for women, because it is not. Oral hygiene. Make sure you brush your teeth. I just learned this to my dentist. I asked this to my hygienist because I see it a lot. And I'm like, okay, well, why is it that some men, and I see this in men, this is why I asked, because I see it a lot of men. I said, why do it seem like some men, their teeth is missing? They're young, they're 20 something, they're 30 something, they're 40 something, and it usually be like the front ones or like some of the back ones and stuff like that. My hygienist told me the reason why a lot of men are losing their teeth prematurely, premature mean that you're too young to not have them, is because you're not brushing and you're not flossing. You have bone in your gums. When you do not brush your teeth and you do not remove that plaque, that is when your teeth start falling out. And she said they do not grow back in. So if that has happened to you, I still love you. You are still handsome, right? Do not have that thought of, oh my God, like any woman that you should be with, she should love you for who you are, whatever you have going on, however God made you. But I'm giving you this wisdom so you can take this and take better care of yourself. Get you a dentist. See the dentist every 6 months so they can take care of your mouth. They give you a deep clean that you probably can't do because they have, like tools. They'll scrape your teeth. They'll remove like layers of them. But on a regular, you need to be brushing 2 times a day. When you eat and you don't brush and you let that plaque sit up, let's be real. I done smoked a little weed too, you know what I'm saying? When we smoke weed, y'all ain't gotta leave this in the comments. I'm gonna tell you myself. When I was smoking weed, you can brush your teeth all day long, right? But the more weed you smoke, weed was making plaque in my mouth. I started feeling that. It started getting heavy on my teeth. Then after you smoke, it make you want to brush your teeth. So you be like, bro, what's the, you know what I'm saying? So if you smoke, we trying to work on being sober, but the Lord is working with us, and continue to do what you're doing, righteously, as far as like trying to stop smoking. Things take time. Ask the Lord for grace and just make sure you're working on that. But smoking, so you're smoking, you're eating, you're not brushing, you're not flossing, you're drinking. There's plaque sitting in there all day long. When you don't floss, you can get gingivitis, which is a curable oral disease, but it's still not good because it can turn to other things. When you do not floss, that is how you get illness in your body. This is what they're saying. By them, I mean scientists, I mean different people. You can do your extended research on Google, YouTube. They're now saying, or they actually been saying this, we just haven't looked into it. What happens is they're tying our oral hygiene health to dementia and different things like that, which it make a lot of sense. Nothing doesn't go in our body if we don't put it in our mouth. When we eat stuff, it's supposed to come back out of our body, and we're supposed to make sure we're cleaning up. We are not a trash can. We are human. We have different taste buds, but we have to make sure that we're following up. Men, do not be afraid to go to the doctor. Them people is not judging you. They're not talking about you. They're there to do their job. That's their profession. Do not be ashamed. You cannot live like that in fear. I know, because I've heard about men, their mothers telling them, or different women just downplaying them, like, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. They're not giving you the wisdom to do it. Women are meant to be the help. So I apologize on behalf of all of the women that you came in contact with and they did not help you, they did not love you, and they played a part in you diminishing your health. I apologize on their behalf, but I'm going to tell you right now, forgive the women and move forth. You cannot be afraid. You cannot be shy to go and take care of yourself. It is not embarrassing to go in the store and buy certain stuff. I know men that be embarrassed to buy condoms. You embarrassed to buy these condoms, and then when we had this kid, is you gonna be saying that ain't your kid? Let's save us some problems. You embarrassed to buy condoms, but then when you get something, you're gonna be trying to hurt somebody. You cannot. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. Do what you have to do to take care of yourself, because you matter. We do need our men here. Anything that's done, it can be reversed. Don't let nobody tell you that it can't. It can be reversed. If you have already like oral hygiene problems, you can still do something to reverse it. You have to brush your gums. My dentist told me a soft toothbrush. Don't matter how hard the toothbrush is, it can only cause further damage. With the soft toothbrush, you'll be able to brush your gums. The most important thing that we need to focus on is brushing around our teeth. It's not even necessarily like the tops or like there, or just what you can see. It is around the teeth. It's where the root of the teeth is, where it sit in the gum. That's where the disease happen at. So that's why it's important to brush around the teeth. I know men like to get the little floss with the handle when they do in and out. Cool. The purpose of flossing is you have to get around the teeth. So like I said, I know that's easier for men. You may feel like you don't have time. You have to make time for yourself. If you have a woman, tell her she's the help. Women love doing those things. As long as she love you and she want to do that, we don't mind doing that. But let me floss your teeth, because she knows that doing that and helping you do that is going to help you live a longer and healthier life. When you floss, even if you do use the little floss with the handle and the little thing on the end, when you use that little thing on the end, that is what to get around your teeth. You go in between your teeth with that. That's the things that they do at the dentist. They go in between your teeth. Now, with the real floss, even with that the floss pick, when you use that, don't just go up and down. You have to get around your teeth. So you can put that in your teeth and then still go up and back. You have to get around the teeth. That's the purpose. Like when you put the floss in, you're literally just cleaning around the tooth. That helps your gums. Do not let plaque and all that stuff sit up in your mouth all day long. And I'm gonna say this too. I don't be trying to be too sexual, but I mean, I feel like some stuff just need to be said as far as being wise and as far as what we here for. So I just be saying stuff raw and uncut. But, take what I say as wisdom, because I don't be trying to give nobody advice to be ignorant. It's all about wisdom, right? And I don't be trying to teach people how to do nothing like that either. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and say this. Men, some men don't like to do oral on women. If you do, make sure your mouth is clean. You can infect that woman if your mouth is not clean. You're eating, you're smoking, you're drinking, you haven't brushed your teeth in days, you don't go to the doctor, and then you put your mouth on that woman. This is so real to the point of where y'all can mess up our insides, like different yeast infections and stuff. If a girl and I know some women don't be open to tell men and stuff, that's why we do that here on the channel, because I want to tell y'all what really be going on behind the scenes. That's because I care. So we can get infections. We can get yeast infections, and just keeping on with the dirty fingernails, the dirty oral hygiene and stuff like that, that stuff can affect our womb to where it can put a stunt on us maybe able to have children. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as your genital hygiene, if that's not good, if you're not getting that checked out and you just moving out here, you're not going to the doctor, and you carrying different diseases too, that can mess us up and that can sterilize us to not have no children. And it's that serious. Bacteria, like we're too sensitive. If you like to do that, you like to make out, you like to do oral, whatever it is that you do with your woman, don't covet your neighbor's house. Right? Don't be messing with nobody else, girl. You're a woman. Make sure you're clean. Right? She should be telling you stuff like that too. Now, let me say this, because men, sometimes when women start telling us, like I said, I'm like, y'all, bro, you know what I'm saying? We like this. But listen to your woman. When she's telling you, women are meant to help you. You don't know everything. We don't know everything. This is why God made us, for you. He said, y'all made everything was good. And the man still told God, I need some more help. That's what we're here for. You have to heal. So when you get a good woman and she's trying to educate you, because you're supposed to educate me just as much as I'm supposed to educate you. It's not just no cooking and cleaning. No, this is a relationship. This is a teaching relationship. This is an equally yoked relationship. I'm supposed to know something. You supposed to know something. So if you have a woman, and if you and another thing, I know men don't accept it either if they don't even like you like that. If you don't like her like that and she trying to tell you stuff, I already know you ain't gonna catch it like that. Or you might take the wisdom and use it for somebody else you do like. But if you like her and she's trying to help you get that wisdom, if she say something, this is where you have to heal. That way you don't think that, oh my God, bro, she trying to be, man, you know, last night, guess what my girl gonna tell me? Man, she told me I need to floss. Bro, what? That sound weird, man. You know, that's why I don't even want to mess with her for real. She be talking about flossing and stuff like that, bro, and I be thinking she tripping, bro. Like, well, like, man, what's she on? She's on trying to make sure that you have a good life. See, sometimes the different bros that we be chopping it up with, they don't even care. They're not even getting that maintenance. They're not even getting that routine. You have a good woman and she's trying to give you that maintenance and that routine. She's doing what she is called to do. Being a nurturer. She's not being your mother. She didn't have you. What she's doing, and this the thing, that's why I said you have to heal from the mother and father trauma that you've been through. That way you do not look at her like that and then you despise the wisdom, because she's here to help you. She's here to love you. So if your mother couldn't give you that, then accept what the woman is giving you, but don't look at her like she's your mother. You have to see this in a different light. You definitely have to see this in a different perspective. That is not your mom. She is your help. She is your partner. So she may even come by and tell you some stuff that your mom never told you. Receive it. But don't think she's your mom. She just care about you. She love you. Make sure you take care of your oral hygiene. Another thing, we'll come, and I'm going to come back because I don't have like a lot of the things to actually show you. I want to show you the things that you can use, right? But I want to show you toothbrushes. I want to show you toothpaste. I want to show you different oils that you can use instead of mouthwash. Mouthwash is a little bit more harsher and could cause for other problems like the alcohol too harsh. So you can use coconut oil. You can use castor oil when you're done. Something else my dentist just told me, like the way that you will clean your teeth, you have to floss first. When you floss, you remove everything. The toothpaste comes in as a cleanser, right? So the toothpaste, after you floss, then the toothpaste goes in and it removes everything. Then when you use that mouthwash, it follows up. So you floss, you brush, and then you mouthwash. But see, now I'm starting to use like castor or coconut oil. It's called oil pulling. When you pull that oil, because see, I got like a cavity or something right now. And it's not because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. It's because I was doing it backwards. He told me to floss first before you brush. So anything, the toothpaste and the mouthwash can get in there and then further clean it. Now I'm using a castor oil because sometimes you can't get back there, or you be trying to do it might be a little difficult. And that's why I say get an electric toothbrush, because an electric toothbrush, you will be able to get around the crowns of your teeth. You will get a better clean with an electric toothbrush. But any spots that you miss when you do that oil cleaning, that coconut or that castor mouthwash, literal real coconut, real castor, and you use that as a mouthwash, that oil is so powerful and so thick that it's going to pull the plaque out. So those actually help remove plaque. So the mouthwash is just to make your breath feel minty. We don't need no minty breath. Like, we get so caught up in fragrance and smelling this and smelling that. All of this fragrance don't help us to actually be clean for real. It just add on problems with the fragrance and the smelling good. Your breath is going to be fresh as long as you're taking care of your mouth on the regular. So the oil cleansing helps to pull more plaque that you may have missed. Be sure to take care of your oral hygiene. We'll be back and I'll literally show you some things to look forward to. Face steaming. I haven't did too much research on this. I'm just going to tell you what I think. Like I said, men have beautiful skin, and it look like men don't have acne like that, but just because it looks like that, objects in the mirror are closer than they appear to be. That still don't mean, because your skin is 10 times thicker than mine, so that means you may have a little bit more of deeper issues than I do. There is, I think, 5 layers of the skin. And we'll go over that a little bit further later on in this channel as well, so we can actually know for real when we do our extended research. But there's different layers of your skin, of your epidermis. There is softer layers and there are thicker layers. Even if it doesn't look like something is not going on your face, still wash your face. Still get you a cleanser, a face wash, a face scrub if you want to do that. You are a human. It is a requirement that your body sheds different layers of skin so you can get new layers of skin every day. Come on, Jesus. Every day is a new day that the Lord has made. Every day is a restart. This is why God said, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about yesterday, because they got their own problems. Every day we are supposed to rejoice and be glad. Every day something is supposed to be new. Our skin is supposed to be new every single day. You have to remove the old to get the new. We can't keep living with the just skin caked up, all that stuff caked up on your face. Something I've been using for my face is just regular shea butter. I know men like simple. I know men ain't trying to do no 10-step face cleansing system. Man, y'all don't got time for that, right? But we're going to do our standard research and figure some things out. But just a face cleanser, like a regular face wash, that should be fine for you for now until we do our standard research. Make sure you're doing a face wash. Turmeric is really good. I know black African soap work really good sometimes. Just do, they have like men care lines. Even if you don't want a line, make sure you can get, I use Dow sometimes on my face. Dow is an antibacterial soap. Do your standard research. Make sure you have to test some of this stuff out too. You know, maybe Dow soap. I'm thinking Dow would be good to clean your face. That's antibacterial. Get you either some soap or a face wash. And that can be it. You ain't got to do the toner. We be doing toner, all eye creams. Listen, get you a face wash. And then get you a moisturizer. For your moisturizer, just use shea butter. I've been using shea butter on my skin and it's really helping me. Shea butter is very powerful. We're really just looking for, in these routines, we're really just looking for vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. So that's when our eating and taking care of ourselves come in at, because when we're eating animals and we're smoking plants and we're drinking, doing different things like that, those things do not have benefits, some of them. So that's the importance of that. So when you're doing your face care routine with that shea butter, just wash your face, let it air dry. Another thing, don't wipe your face hard with no towel. That's too harsh on your skin. Let your skin air dry or pat it dry, right? Then, and the face steamer is going to help because the face steam open up your pores. So the face steam, mind you, your skin is thicker. When you do a face steam, that's only like 10 or 15 minutes. You don't have to get like the little steamers that we get. You can if you want to do it at home, or y'all can just pay to go to the shop if you want to. But even if you can't, that's fine. Get you a hot towel, boil you some water, turn it off, dip the towel in there and let it sit on your face. Open your pores first, then clean your skin. That way it can clean deeper in your skin. When you open your pores, whatever you use after that, it literally goes in faster and it absorbs better. So do you a face steam to open your pores. Face steaming also helps to tighten your skin and it makes you look youthful. And I can say that from experience. Also, after the face steam, you want to wash your face, let it air dry, your pat dry. If you do the pat dry, you can use a regular white towel, or on Amazon they have some organic towels made out of bamboo wood. If you want to do that, go get the Amazon towels made out of bamboo wood. Those would be perfect for skin. Pat dry, and then get you some natural shea butter. The natural shea butter is the white shea butter. The yellow shea butter, anything that say African shea butter, it's still shea butter, but it is used with another tree, another plant. That's why it's yellow. You looking for the raw. I use the raw. I like the raw. It's nothing wrong with yellow shea butter, but I want the raw. I want it pure. So when you get pure shea butter, it do have like a smoky smell. That's all right. It's not nothing too harsh for a man. I think a man actually would like that little smoky smell that it has. Get you some white shea butter, natural shea butter. For starters, you can get like 8 ounces or something like that. I say get the white shea butter, the natural shea butter, because I just feel like it's just the most purest form. It's just the most rawest form for y'all. But if you want to do the yellow, it's nothing wrong with the yellow. Definitely nothing wrong with the yellow. It's just the yellow is refined and it has other plants and seeds mixed with it. But I say face steam, face wash, air dry, pat dry, and shea butter. That's it. That can be it. The shea butter has vitamins A, D, E, vitamin K, vitamin F. Shea butter has a lot of vitamins that when you can't get it in it's a two-way street. You have to get it in the way that you eat, your internal and your external beauty. So you have to get it on the outside as well. So now let's, like, bath. Like I said, I don't know if men take bath. If you don't, cool. If you take showers, take a longer shower. Make sure that in the shower I watched this on YouTube. It's called Food Theory. This young man, he put stuff together and he do like science. And what he was saying was, when we don't wash our legs, are they still clean? And a lot of dudes be missing their legs. I'm just say that I seen it. Dudes feel like they don't really got arms, legs, feet, They feel like it's just the midsection. I seen this with my own two eyes. So don't do that. All of your body matter. Behind your ears, your neck, your armpits, your arms, your hands, your feet, your legs. When you're in your shower, that's just you and God. Ain't nobody in there with you. Make sure that you're cleaning your entire body. I'm throw this out there too. That mean everything. Clean everything. You have your front genitals. You have a rectum as well. Men, make sure y'all cleaning your bodies for real. Like, serious. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm being real with y'all. Your entire body from head to toe. Don't skip nothing. You matter. The more that you missing stuff and you not cleaning stuff, you still technically dirty. That's not good. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. I don't know if men takes baths, or maybe I know some men that just like to do it with that girl. That's cool too if you want to do that. But if you don't, just make sure you take a good shower, like a good shower. I know some dudes, they want to be quick in and out. Take your time. Make sure you feel good when you come up out of that thing. Detox. Don't feel like y'all don't have to detox. Men, you have to detox because you are human. Anything that you put in your body, it needs to come out. This is another reason why we want to cover up with the Sean John cologne and stuff like that. It does not help. Men, you don't have to throw on 30 lines of deodorant in order to feel good under your underarms. You have to detox. The reason, and this goes for any human, the reason why we stink and we have body odor, bad breath, oral hygiene in general, foot fungus. Men can get bacteria in the mouth, yeast in the mouth, Candida yeast. The same yeast that we can get down there, y'all can get that in y'all mouth. Like, this is not the stuff that men talk about, but we talking about it over here. Y'all are not acceptable to getting this stuff. You can get this stuff. You can get yeast. You can have yeast infections in your mouth and your genitals. You can definitely get STDs. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You need to detox. A lot of men do not want to go to the colon doctor. They don't want to get no colon cleanse because I don't want them people back there. But if you look at the numbers, a lot of men have colon problems. You have to clean out your body. It's only you in that bathroom. It's only you with that doctor. Make sure you are detoxing. This needs to be done. We need our men. Y'all have to make sure that food is coming back out. Steak, all that. Y'all, it ain't no comparison on who eat the heaviest, but men can smash. When a woman make your plate, what you got on that plate? I know if I'm making that plate, but I'm giving you 4 pieces of biscuits. I'm giving you 2 16-ounce steaks, maybe a 16-ounce mashed potatoes, maybe a 32-ounce of gravy on top of that. I'm making sure you get a 64-ounce of drink, and if you get a little 8-ounce glass of wine, 2 tablespoons of string beans. We feed y'all heavy because y'all have a bigger stomach, I believe, and y'all just have a bigger appetite in general. So if you're eating like that, that has to come back out. When it does not come back out, the food that we eat has its own hormones. Plants have hormones. Everything is alive. That's the thing. Everything is alive. It's a different species, but it is alive. Plants are alive. Animals are alive. We are alive. When those plants and animals are not being treated, or they're getting treated with extra hormones, or we're just not eating them in general, we don't get it's a requirement that because the way our body is scientifically set up, we have percentages of things, but we do need the world. We do still need stuff from the world because that's how God made us. The herb is used for meat. So we still do need things from the world. When we do not get that, and then on top of that, our body is already messed up, that just messed things up. You have to make sure that that stuff is coming back out of you. Like, I know men don't really like to talk about diet and stuff like that. It's not, and then diets is just a whole nother thing. Everybody don't need diets. Just because you're on the keto or different stuff like that, it doesn't mean that it's going to work, because some of this stuff don't work for people. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. We have to begin to live it as a lifestyle. Stop looking at it just a routine for 60 days. It is a lifestyle. It's a requirement to live longer. You see men that's living up to 100, because it is possible. It's possible. And every time you see one of them, you'll see them saying their diet, they're eating good, their lifestyle. These men ain't letting no women stress them out. These men, I be seeing them older men, their nails be looking good. This is the thing about a king. You're not going to see no real king in this world. You're not going to read about no king and they looking crazy. I feel like men, that's why I said it's a whole nother level of maturity and loving yourself, because kings, they look good. Kings look, it's not just you having no baddie and you want to know woman that look good. You need to look good too. If you look at a king, you seen them get lined up, hair was getting lined up, hair washing, royalty, nails getting done, manicures, pedicures, massages. That is important for a man. It's not just no woman thing. Stuff is not done by gender. It's done in general. Something I didn't put on here, I'm going to throw it on there real quick. Massages. Y'all get tense. Y'all bodies get tense. You are not just made to keep on working and just paying the bills and that's it. No. Because don't your back hurt? Eventually, your spine will start shifting too. Eventually, you'll start losing your muscle mass too. Them jobs that y'all be working, doing, I ain't telling you nothing about how you make your money. I understand it. I understand that you are a provider, and that is something that you're supposed to do. Be the head of the household, lead the household, but understand that your maintenance is important. You need to get routine massages. Not the ones where your girl just like, touching on you just to start some other problems. Real massages. Because when your muscles start getting tensed up, I've seen it. Men can get knots in their body. You can get so many knots in your body to where if they're not taken care of, they can just be there. Now you can start creating other type of tumors and stuff like that. We don't need that for our men. Make sure you get routine massages. Yo, girl doing a massage, tell her, babe, you're going to have to drop some pressure on that. You know what I'm saying? I need a real massage. Or just go to a professional and get you a massage, because you matter. You walking all day. When we doing these jobs and stuff like that, and just in general, we don't take care of ourselves, our bodies is breaking down. Our structure is breaking down. You need to work out too to keep yourself together. We have to keep the body together. So I wanted to throw that out there. Make sure you get a massage. Make sure you detox. I always talk about prune juice. Prune juice is good for you. It has a lot of fibers, a lot of vitamins that you really don't even see in some foods. That's it. You don't have to do all this other stuff that the girls be doing, snatch tea. Sir, get you some prune juice, an 8-ounce glass of prune juice. Yes, you're going to be in the bathroom. Man, bro, tell them bros to mind their business. And if they're going to be childish, I think you might need to cut them off. Get you some prune juice and make sure that you are going to the restroom regularly. I done seen heard about men having to get their stomach pumped because they don't want to go to the bathroom. That's unnecessary. Don't go through that when you can just go to the restroom. And that brings us to the colon cleanse. They're saying now that younger generations in general, they're saying that they want us to go get our colon checked at the ages of 20 now. Because they're seeing more and more of people getting colon cancer. Men do not fall in that number. Just a little transparency, I'm almost 30. I already had a colonoscopy. And that's not good. It was some problems I had growing up. I didn't say nothing because I didn't think nothing of it until I got 20-something. By the time I got 20-something, I had to undergo a surgery because I had with colon, you'll get hemorrhoids. They can be internal and external. When you are overweight and you're not using the bathroom, that food is not coming out. It's sitting in your body. Your body is meant to break down the food. When you chew it, that's level 1. When it get in your stomach, your different organs are supposed to break that down. You're supposed to be hydrated enough to push that back out. So that's where you drinking water comes in at, because your organs have to stay hydrated so you can actually push the food out. I was having problems, had to get a whole surgery. They're saying now that they recommend that you go get your colon checked now. It don't even matter the age no more. It used to be 40, 50. They're saying now. They're seeing a lot more men and women coming there with colon problems. That stuff can take you out of here. All for not using the bathroom. We don't need that. Something else too that will help if you are having like I said, with men, I know y'all like, I don't want to do that. I might want to do that. I'm telling you, because I had it already. This is what they're going to do. They'll do like a little scope thing to make sure that everything is good. If it's not, they're gonna put you on, you don't eat, you don't drink, and to clean your system out, and then you'll get surgery if you need it. After that, they're just gonna take, because no way, they're saying there's nowhere to cure it. The only way that you cure it is by naturally going to the bathroom. That's the only way to cure hemorrhoids. You just have to go to the bathroom regularly. We supposed to be going once or twice a day. If you need that extra nutrition, it's nothing wrong with that, because we need it in general. That's why I said the prune juice is really good. So it's called a sif bath, and that's not by gender, but it's a little like toilet seat, and you put hot water in it and you sit on it. Like I said, I know y'all made different down there. Whatever y'all gotta do, man, ain't nobody think about that. Whatever you gotta do to make sure you're here, period. So the sif bath, you sit on that with the hot water, and what it's going to do is it's just going to calm the hemorrhoids down. It's going to shrink them and make them smaller. That's the only way to cure hemorrhoids. Sif bath, getting you some fiber, a healthy diet, and going to the bathroom and losing weight. The more bigger you are, the more weight and the more pressure that you're putting on your organs. When you have so much weight on your colon, then you can't go to the bathroom neither. Our organs are what the body is way bigger than the organs. There are some organs that are really, really small, but they are really, really powerful, and they're responsible for powerful things. So don't think that, you know what I'm saying? The skin is the largest organ, and that's just the skin. There is organs in the body that requires maintenance. So you have to make sure that you're, my doctor always told me when you're a certain height and when you're a certain height, you're supposed to be a certain weight. I know all of our body masses is different, but we just want to make sure we're healthy overall. We don't want to be overweight. Like however you might want to look, maybe you don't want to be 100 pounds, because that ain't really how. Hey, then I know we grow different, we grow into our bodies, but just make sure that you're not overweight. That way you don't have that extra pressure, because the fat is just tissue. That tissue grow when we get big. That tissue is growing over everything. So now that extra tissue, that extra fat is sitting on our organs. That's when we start having organ failure. We don't want that. So we do have to lose weight so our colon and stuff can work. When you got a lot of pressure on your colon, that helps you not go to the restroom either. Make sure you go get that colonoscopy. When you see this video, go get checked. It's called a gastroenterologist. I think that's right. Gastrologist. Go get checked. Make sure you get you a regular doctor. That way they can reference you. You go to your regular doctor, get your basic checkup, and then you tell them, look, I need to get checked. I know some people be like, man, you ain't even, it's not time for that yet. Tell them people I want to get checked now. If they don't want to give you no reference, you do your extended research and you find a doctor. It's coming out more and more colon cancers and different things like that. When you get some of that stuff, some of it's not reversible. We need to help ourselves now. We don't need them problems. Get you a sif bath. You can get that for $5 somewhere at your pharmacy, or you can get it off Amazon. Get you a sif bath. This even if you don't have like no colon problems. If you good, you going to the bathroom, you good. But hemorrhoids is the thing to where it just come out of nowhere. It come out of nowhere. And then I heard that when women get it, they get it after being pregnant. Men, be careful just getting women pregnant, because we go through different stuff. And when you're just getting women pregnant, they have to go through that stuff by themselves. That's what it is a lot. It is a lot. They gotta have a kid by themselves. They gotta take care of it. Then on top of that, they got they stressed out. They getting all this other stuff and just other stuff. Because women, even if they didn't have it, when they get pregnant, they get hemorrhoids like 10 times on top of that. Make sure you're being wise. Don't just be out here keep having babies and then leaving the women like this is not cool. Make sure you go get your colon checked. please get your colon checked. You ain't got to tell the bros that. You ain't got to tell nobody nothing about nothing. That's personal. Them people at that office, they not looking for you. They don't know you. They don't know nothing. All they know is, I love my job. Somebody coming in here and I want to make sure this person is healthy. Doctor and dentist appointment. Go to the doctor every 6 months if you need to. You don't really need to be in a doctor like that unless you need to. If you take medicine and your doctor never told you to follow up, you still follow up every 3 months. Let them people know if you hallucinate, if it's anything going on with your medicine. Don't just be taking on medicine and you feeling worse off than when you even got on medicine. Chop it up with them doctors. Tell them this ain't hitting on that. When you go to the doctor, they like to check your weight. They like to check your blood pressure. They like to check your temperature, your heart, your like if everything is working. They like to check your bones and different things like that. Just the basics. You can get that done like once a year. Now, if you're sexually active, I say go more often. Make sure you go more often. And I'll link that other video that we just had talking about that, the doctor and the dentist. It's good to have them on standby in general. The dentist, you want to keep the dentist on standby so they can make sure that your mouth is good, so they can give you that deep clean, that deep shave. You only have to do that twice a year, every 6 months. Waxing. There's another video that we'll talk about as far as like getting more into it, about like waxing and different things like that. I know men that love to shave. If you like to shave, that can go for any part of your body. Even when y'all get your hair, you know, done at the shop and different stuff like that. Even if you want to shave your beard and stuff like that, you can get that stuff infected. When you're using if you use a razor, use the razor, one razor per one part of the body. Never reuse a disposable razor, period. That's too much bacteria. A lot of the times we like to shave before we even wash. That's too much bacteria. I say like this, wash up first real quick, do your shave, then you go back and you wash up with, you know, you take your time, make sure everything is clean. When y'all leave the shop and they be cutting y'all up with the clippers and whatever they use, the blades and stuff like that, your hair is still there. They're not pulling the hair all the way out. When you don't pull the hair when you don't pull the hair from the follicle, that's how you get infection. You can get abscess. I see men with it, and that's what that is. I see men with it all the time, like right here. They'll have like an abscess. It'll be like a knot. Stop shaving. You have to start getting waxed so that hair could come out. Ingrown hair, all of that. Like I see dudes with beards and they probably don't wash them or whatever, and they just got acne under there. You can't shave. Shaving can cause acne, or it can cause like other skin problems. Shaving in general is just not 100% good because it does not remove the hair like it needs to. When you're trying to remove hair, you're trying to remove the hair. I learned about abscess from experience. You can get them, they come under your underarms a lot, and then in your growing area a lot when you're shaving. You can also get abscess in your mouth if you're not taking care of your mouth. You can get a lump in your mouth, and that infection that I just learned, if you get an abscess in your mouth, it can go to your brain and it can cause problems with your brain. An abscess is just bacteria and infection that's within the body that has not come out of the body. It hasn't been cleaned out of the body. Now the body is showing you that by a physical representation of a lump, a bump, and then it might pus. If it don't, abscess can be surgical. You can get them surgically removed. It's an infection. It's just a basic infection. What I learned was when you wax, you don't have them problems. The more and more you wax, you remove, and lesser hair begin to grow in. The thing with hair growing in, it's not that it's a new pore that's creating the new hair that's coming out. However many hairs that God made us with, that's it. It's just they begin to get stunt, like their growth stunt. They don't grow out when we're not taking care of them. Or maybe they do grow out and we're still not taking care of them. So we have to make sure that we're washing that hair. If you like to get shaved up and stuff like that, start asking them if they got a wax so they can just pick it up. If you have a woman, and even if you're a man, you want to learn yourself, it's easy to wax. And you might be feeling like, bro, ain't nobody about to wax. Just if you're comfortable, wax. Let somebody else do it for you. It's better to wax I know men like their hair. If you like your hair, you like your hair. Hair is another thing that's just a natural barrier, a natural protection, a protection mechanism. You don't have to shave nothing. You can leave it all there, but just understand this: hair does cause body odor. Hair does stink as well, and different infections and bacteria can attach itself to hair because it's so much. If you don't like to shave, trim. Make sure you still trim. That's for anything. You got a beard, make sure it's trimmed, it's lined up. And then also, you still want to make sure that you're cleaning that. Like I said, your girl, she'll probably love to do that. Like, man, let me clean your beard. Like, let her clean your beard. Get in there, scratch around, clean it out. Because, see, with hair, it's going to attract things from the environment. You want to make sure that that's clean. If you do like to shave, you like to be clean on that level, wax. Just start getting it waxed. Don't worry about nobody in the shop. No, you went to you went to the spa. Man, listen. Leave them dudes alone if they're gonna be on that. Period. Like I said, we don't gotta tell people everything. If you that type of man, that's your personal hygiene. But wax. If you like to shave, I would recommend to start waxing armpits, beards, mustache. I know some men that like to get the eyebrows cleaned up. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody's preference is different. Down there, thigh waxes, chest waxes, back wax, just get it waxed. That way you can prevent getting any type of abscess or infections. If you're using a razor, throw it out. One razor for the face. Like I said, I'm not even recommending the shave, but if you want to trim something, throw it out. Don't use it for nothing else. One for the face, one for the armpits, one for that. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to say this too. I learned this from a man. This is what I'm saying. I learned this from a man. This young man told me, he was like, Alexa, you using one towel. I used to use one towel to wash everything. Never even thought about it. You see how you can help? We're supposed to help each other. He seen that and gave me that wisdom. Now I be telling people that. I don't care who immature, who gonna say what about these videos. I'm here to educate men. And I learned that from a man. Use different towels on different parts. When you think about it, it's not safe. You're wiping your face, washing your body, going all in between your feet, hands, and other parts of the body, and then you're doing that all over again until whenever you wash clothes. No. Now, I don't even like to keep the towels in the bathroom. Take the towels out the bathroom if you can. Put them in your closet and hang them on a hanger. That's what I do now. Get a different towel for every part of the body. That's one towel for the face, one for the body, one for the front part, one for the back part, one for the feet. A total of 5 to 6 towels. And it is necessary. You have different bacteria. Your body has different immune systems. You have one immune system that fights infection, but different parts of your body does have its own immune system as well. You don't want to use the same towel for every part. Get you a different towel. Get you a different razor. Electric razors are another good thing as well. If you want to use a razor, get an electric razor. If you're doing a real close shave, just get a wax so you can prevent any infection. And if you do get an electric razor, how you would clean that, I think some of them do detach. And I know Philips got a real good razor on Amazon. Get the Philips. They've been out here for years. But if the head detach off the razor, just set that in some apple cider vinegar and water. Let that sit for a day so it can detox, so it can clean that off. Prayer. Make sure y'all pray. That's just in general. That's just regular maintenance. Just men need to pray. God love you. He want to hear from you. You're not just here. God loved you first. He put you here first. I always say that because that's what he said in Genesis. Make sure you have a relationship with the Father. Do not be afraid of him. He is your dad. Like, even if you didn't have no dad, even if you still have your dad, this is not just human stuff. We are not just humans. We are spirits. Get in contact with the Father. Begin to read your Bible. That's where you get your power from. It's not a lot of men trying to go this right and have a relationship with God. This is why these baddies is able to take you through and take stuff from you. God says in Proverbs, I'm telling y'all, go read Proverbs. Start there. He said in Proverbs that, he said this a few times, that it's women why kings fall. Women are used to kill, steal, and destroy. You have to make sure you have that relationship with God so they're not out here deceiving you. Don't be deceived. This is what he said thank you, Jesus, in Proverbs. Beauty is vain. Charm is deceit. You'll be looking at her like, bro, she look good. And I'm saying she might be smart. She got her own bag. Yeah, I'm about to mess with her. Her beauty done brought you in and then devoured your soul. Be careful of how good she look. Test the spirit by the spirit. Make sure she good on the inside. Make sure she good in the kingdom. Charm is deceit. Women know how to talk because they got that slick mouth like the devil. They know how to obey, that feminine stuff. That don't let that stuff deceive you. Women be doing that on purpose. Oh my God, babe, like you just look so good. Like, girls with their little nails and stuff, they like to, do stuff. Don't let her deceive you because she look good, because she a baddie, hair done, nails done. Because she sing feminine. It's a lot of women that men be calling feminine. It's not even feminine. It ain't even about what they look like. It's about the stuff that they do. Some of the baddies that men be wanting, they be dirty and nasty. I'm just say that. No hygiene, no class, no nothing. And them the ones that, man, y'all be cashing out, dropping a bag on her. Like, bro, what? And then it be women like, well, I'm just gonna wait on God. Like, beauty is vain. Charm is deceit. Don't let that girl deceive you because she a baddie, because she got the body, da-da-da. All of the surgeries, all of the body parts gonna fall one day. Get you a good woman, a real woman, not just because she fine. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, looking good too is a thing, but I think men don't just be like, man, she just gotta have your taste. Of course we got, you know what I'm saying? You want somebody to look good, but I'm just saying, be wise. Don't just be looking up because she a baddie, da-da-da. Make sure she got some wisdom. Make sure she got something good going on. Rest. I hear this all the time. Men feel like they don't have to rest. You do have to rest. I know we call it beauty rest. You do have to rest. Men being up 24 hours. When you don't get no rest, you'll begin to have other type of problems. You're not eating right. You could be hallucinating. You can go through different things. You're just going on and on and on. God said he rested. God said his man rested. God said before he even made the woman, he put the man to rest. You are to rest. You are to get a peaceful rest. Going to sleep helps your body. Going to sleep can help you lose weight. It can help in your skin being beautiful. It helps your mental in general. You need to go to sleep. Stop thinking that you could just go 24 hours, 74 hours, 128 hours just working, taking care of this girl. Get you some rest. Like, you don't have to just get up, take a little nap, 2-3 hours. Men, y'all are not animals. Y'all are men. Y'all are human. Get you some rest. 8 hours is the recommendation. And don't worry about nothing. Everything's still gonna hit. Bro, still gonna be on the block. They still gonna be it's the same stuff. Get you some rest. Get you some rest. And we're gonna touch back on that a later day as well, because God literally talks about that a lot in his word. Don't wait on me neither. Read your Bible, do your extended research. God talks about that a lot, getting rest. You need to rest. Fasting. We'll talk about that later, how it goes, but real quick, the benefits of fasting is to get into the spirit while you're a human. That way you can hear from God. You can, don't have no distractions. It's just another level of peace. Getting in contact with the spirit realm while you're a human. Fasting helps you. Fasting can reverse any disease out here in this world. Fasting. You can do intermittent fasting. You can do... This is not just stuff that's just done on a Sunday or something that the church is doing. This is a lifestyle. So we have to do it as a lifestyle. So maybe every day you'll probably get up at 8 o'clock, or you get up at 6 o'clock, going about your day. You'll eat to 12 and then you stop eating at 6. Something like that. It is a requirement for men to have a good and healthy mental and balanced lifestyle as well. So make sure you fast. Like I said, we'll talk about that further. Do your extended research, but make sure you're fasting so you can get 100% in contact with God. He wants to hear from you. He wants to hear from you. It's a beautiful thing. It's like you feel like you ain't even human no more. You feel like, bro, this stuff out here, the girls out here, the job, all this other stuff, it just don't even matter. It's so many benefits to fasting. We will definitely chop that up. I ain't gonna do it as no whole thing on the channel. I'm dropping it right here for the men. This is not just something that women need to do. If you have a woman, it's better to do two is better than one. Even if she ain't brought it up, babe, we need to fast. Yeah, we need to go up. Fasting, it helps a lot of things. It can cure a lot of things. You get power when you fast. You get strength when you fast. You cure disease when you fast. This is scientifically proven. They know this. We just don't research this. Fasting, getting in contact with the Father, cleaning out your body, curing diseases. Forgiveness. Man, you have to forgive your parents. You have to forgive the girl that broke your heart and she started messing with your homeboy. You have to forgive. We have to forgive. That is a commandment. We have to forgive people in general. It's not just for them, it's for us, so we can be at peace. Man, you deserve peace. You also deserve to be emotionally stable. I know a lot of men don't like to talk. They don't want to talk about their emotions. They'll chop it up with their bros. But see, a lot of the time, the bros is giving y'all just ignorant advice. Y'all, man, she ain't cleaned up at the house. Well, you know you need to start messing with Keisha. Because you said every time you go over there, she cleaned. It's not going to help nothing. Just keep on cheating. That's either going to further problems. You are meant to be emotional. You can be emotional. You know the people to do that with, whether it's a family or friend, you know who to be vulnerable with. Just understand that you are a human and it is okay to be vulnerable. I know men have a level of pride to where, bro, hey, y'all ain't about to tell us nothing. Y'all ain't about to tell us nothing. It comes to a special type of woman before y'all even start telling little secrets. Y'all ain't telling us nothing, but understand that holding that stuff in is causing problems too. You are a human, you're meant to release. That goes for food. Anything that comes in, it has to go out. You cannot keep sitting with that trauma in your mind. That stuff causes mental illness. Some people are born with mental illness. Some people pick up mental illness in the world because they have not released the frustration. You have not told nobody what happened to you as a child. If you don't want to chop it up with nobody around you, sometimes the people around us won't need to chop it up with anyway. Get a therapist. If you can trust your girl and you know she's solid and different things like that, even if y'all break up and you know that you tell her something, she gonna take you to the grave with her, be vulnerable. You deserve to cry. You have tears. It is okay to cry. Crying is not a sign of weakness. Crying is being vulnerable to God. God cries. God has emotions. It is okay to have emotions. God has feelings. We have feelings. We are made in God's image after his likeness. He lives on the inside of us. You cannot put God in the box. Don't limit him. Be emotional. When the time is right, with the right person. If there is no right person, or when you do, and I know sometimes when men try to express themselves, people try to shoot them down too, like, well, you know, you a man, you don't need to cry. Or I know some men was getting punched in their chest, like, this gonna teach you how to be a man, and it only made problems worse. Because if you was around her getting punched in your chest, you probably ain't told nobody. You don't gotta put that in comments or nothing, but you probably ain't told nobody. That didn't help you to be a man. That messed you up. Or now you feel like that's cool to be out here hitting women or whatever. You need to be emotional. Take it to the Father. Talk to God about it. Tell him what's going on. And then if you feel comfortable with your woman or somebody you can trust, be vulnerable. But you are not made to just take that stuff in. It causes other problems. Flawless man, Alexus loves you. God bless you. Take care of yourself. You only get one life. You have to make this life a good life. Whether you had the resources or not, whether you have the resources now, do the best that you can. I know some of this stuff be sounding like a lot, like, bro, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's just the same thing over and over again. Eating good, going to the bathroom, brushing our teeth, washing our face, making sure we're taking care of our family, making sure we're praying. It's just When I say do your extended research, it's just you have to look a little deeper into those basic things so you can understand why it's important to even do them. You would think, bro, I don't need to wash my face because I ain't got no acne. When you look more into it, you'll be like, oh, okay, now if I don't wash my face, I can be having other type of illness. Could be different stuff going on. Do your extended research. We will be back. Make sure you look in your playlist section. You can watch whatever you want to on the channel, but when you're ready to have that personal conversation and you just want to listen and get some wisdom from a woman's perspective, have many guy friends. I hear this stuff from them. This is why I'm able to say it to you all. Like I said, we like this. We bros, we cool. But still, go into your playlist section. You don't gotta watch these videos with your girl. You ain't gotta watch these videos around 1,000 people. Cause I know we talking about some stuff in here, but just when you're ready, watch the video. Take some notes, do your extended research, and this is private. You don't have to tell nobody nothing. You don't have to tell nobody what you're doing, what you heard, or nothing. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because it's not people that's telling people stuff like this. Don't take it that, oh my gosh, she's trying to be my mama. She's trying to be a help. She's trying to love you and make sure that you are taken care of. Make sure you get the healing that you need so you don't think that people are just trying to boss you around. We know you a man. If you are in a relationship and this woman is downplaying you and different stuff like that, respectfully talk to her. It's not cool to argue with no woman or cheat on no woman, or just let her know, look, you know, you've been talking to, and I know that women be all over the place. It is a responsible way how to put a woman in a place. And you know, if that woman is not acting right, she not listening, she just not there, you need to leave her alone. Don't stay with her for no benefits. Don't be talking to no woman just for no benefits. You deserve the benefit. Don't just do that like, bro, I'm only talking to her because she good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, don't do that. You deserve benefits too. If she's not benefiting you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and somewhat of financially, then she technically just handing you over to the hand of the enemy. That's how that go. That's how that goes. If there's no love, it's hate. It's only two ways. You either love or you hate. If she don't love you, then she hates you, and she just doing the work of the enemy. Use your discernment. Get in contact with your Father, Jesus. Get in contact with God, the Spirit. Read Proverbs. I want y'all to start in Proverbs. There's a lot of wisdom there being spoken from kings. This wisdom comes from kings and queens in Proverbs. And they're telling their sons. Yeah, they're talking about girls. Don't just focus on what a woman needs to do. Look at what you're required to do. God bless you. Alexus loves you.